The White House Correspondents Association is launching an all-out assault on the freedom of the press, starting with One America News. That's according to One America's Pearson, who says our own Chanel Rion has become their favorite target.
Threats and intimidation. That's what the mainstream media has come to these days. When they don't like the narrative you're telling, when they can't control what you're saying, when they know you're exposing their lies, they resort to threats and intimidation. And they aren't shy about it either. They'll do it right in front of the President of the United States because they don't care who gets in their way. Enter One America News and Chanel Rion. As OAN's White House correspondent and increasingly one of the journalists the president trusts most for honest reporting, Chanel has become the new target for the mainstream media as they fight to keep the truth out of the briefing room. While other reporters are allowed and even encouraged to shout abuse at President Trump, Chanel is harassed, threatened, and even blocked from attending meetings just because she won't back down from reporting the facts. Case in point, after Chanel pointed out that the media in the briefing room were openly peddling Chinese propaganda, they revoked her right to attend and then allowed an actual member of China's state-run news channel into the briefing room to spread Beijing's propaganda.
Who are you working for, China? You work for China, or are you with a newspaper? Who are you with?
Hong Kong Phoenix TV.
Who owns that, China?
You can't make this up. While legitimate American journalists aren't allowed a seat at the table, the White House Correspondents Association is happy to roll out the red carpet for China. Chanel has also received threatening and intimidating notes on her personal desk at the White House after several briefing events. The anonymous notes questioned her journalistic integrity and claimed she was violating protocol by being there. Senior members of the press corps have even confronted Chanel in the briefing room, with Treasurer Doug Mills cursing at her, and even the president of the Correspondents Association, John Carl, harassing her for attending over email and pressuring the White House to keep her on the sidelines. And for what? This is viewpoint discrimination, pure and simple. OAN won't tell the story like they see it, and so the mainstream media and the White House Correspondents Association are doing everything in their power to shut us out. None of the other networks or reporters at the White House have had to put up with anything like this mafia level of intimidation. Meanwhile, CNN and Jim Acosta and others are being praised for disrupting conferences, refusing to share the floor with other reporters, and in the end, actually interfering with the freedom of the press. The bottom line is that Chanel's seat has been revoked, and she was only allowed in the room because she was personally invited by the White House press office, and now she's left standing in the back of the room up against the wall. And all of it's happening right in front of President Trump. Obama called it his house when he had disruptive reporters thrown out. Is it no less President Trump's house today? This should serve as a wake-up call. If Chanel Rion and One America News are forced out of the briefing room, freedom of the press will cease to exist at the White House. It's as simple as that. If truth in journalism and free speech are going to be silenced, then this is what it looks like. The American people and the president have a right to the facts, not a left-wing lockdown on the truth. And unless all journalists are free to report the truth, none of them are. For One America News, I'm Pearson Sharp.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.